Howdy, 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 and welcome to the Dinner Dish. I'm very excited to welcome our next guest, Ksenia Belova. I just love her last name, Belova, because it's love. It's absolute love, and she is radiant sunlight. I met Ksenia in 2019 when we were dancing at this event, and then she ended up dancing throughout my whole COVID time, hosting these Zoom dance, just wanted people to connect with their bodies, even though we were locked in the house. And she always said yes. And from that blossomed an awesome, beautiful friendship where we're yes people. She went surfing when she didn't know how to surf. You know, she would go sing karaoke and give it all, give it her all. She was my photographer for Sunnyside Up poster for 2024. She is an amazing personal brand photographer. I can't wait for you to meet Ksenia Belova. Welcome to the Dirty Dish. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the Dirty Dish.
Hello.
We have Ksenia Belova. I love it that it's Belova because it's love. Your name is love for me.
I am love.
You are love. I've known you just before COVID-19. Can you tell us what you remember of us first meeting?
Networking event. Yeah. You were the sunshine of my life. You were very loud. You were very...
Am I loud?
Yes, well, loud in, like, with energy.
Okay, good.
Because
I don't think I'm yelling.
Not yelling, but the energy is loud, is bright, is magnetizing. So I remember you as this sunflower, which then I found out that sunflower is your favorite flower. And... yes, I'm like, I want to be a friend.
Yeah. And then we really cemented our friendship because I would host these dancing videos, like dancing lives, and you always went, I'm there.
Yes, during COVID. Yes, the mental health dancing. Oh my God, yes, that was amazing.
Why is dancing important to you? Because you can move your body.
I need to move my body.
Yeah.
I need to. It helps me to move energy.
Yes.
It helps to get out of my head, to be in my body, connect with myself, to flow. Yeah. Because I am all about the flow. So my life is go with the flow, feel the flow, ebbs and flows.
Yes.
So dancing is part of that. Any kind of movement, but dancing especially, there's something like so much in the moment, so much presence in dancing. Like I'm literally in the moment.
Yeah.
With you, especially when we dance together.
Yeah, when we are on the dance floor, we are rocking and rolling. And, you know, I do say this to you, you are my yes person. Like, if there's a dance thing, you're at the nightclub, we're full of Asians, you know. Vietnamese Museum Gala, she is there. And we dance for the last 10 minutes before we get kicked out.
And the only people, basically.
We also cemented our friendship because you are a branding photographer. You helped me do my first photo shoot for my podcast, the Snortcast, in that orange jumpsuit.
Yes.
Yes. That was, I think, just before we went into the second lockdown. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How did photography come into your life? I know you've got an amazing journey, like you've lived overseas.
Well, to make it short, because it's actually really, well, I do talk a lot. I love talking. So I am coming from a corporate background, and I used to work in marketing back in Italy because I'm from Russia. I lived in Italy for many years, and then I moved to Australia. And I promised myself that I don't want to work for anyone else. I don't want to have a full-time job. I had blank canvas in front of me. Australia, no one knows me. I don't have labels. So I'm like, I can be whoever I want to be. Oh. And so I asked myself a question, what is it that one thing that when I do it, I don't have to look at the time? Yeah. And photography came down from the source, so my intuition. Yes. And this is how I started. I had nothing to do with photography. I took photos of koalas when I was traveling. Yeah. That's it. And so, that's it. I've been doing it for now 13 years.
So the difference between your photography is not the koalas anymore. It is a branding photographer. What's the difference?
Between koalas and
the clients that you work with. Because you're working with high-end executives, CEOs, or businesses. I think majority of your clients are women.
Yes.
Yeah, tell about your clientele and why you do this branding work.
Look, it's so much more than just photography. Yeah. And because you've been in front of my lens several times, you know the feeling. So I don't just take photos. I am capturing you for who you are right now, but also what I see for the future. And that's why I I feel I'm different
Yes.
from many other photographers out there, because I see where you're heading even without knowing how it's going to look like. But it's that feeling, that intuition again, that helps me to well, first of all, see you
Yes.
as as a person, as a human, your soul,
Yes.
not just the mask, but like seeing from the inside. And so
But why is the soul so important to you? Because sometimes photographers just click, 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 and they hand in their photos. But why is that so important to you?
it's important to me because I love people. I love seeing the depth of people, and I love hearing the stories, because everyone has a story.
Yes.
And capturing that on camera in that moment, capturing you, and for you to see yourself and saying, wow, I've never seen myself from in this light,
Yeah.
or I've never seen myself with this expression. So it's experimenting, it's experiencing, and being playful also with yourself, being open to see who you are, because not everyone is open.
Yes.
And when it comes to business, when you show up and you know all this, because you are super authentic and it is important to you. So when you show yourself as authentic for who you are attracting people who will resonate with your energy. So this is why the whole idea of personal branding at a deep level,
Yes.
not just headshots for LinkedIn,
Yes.
which I do as well,
Yeah.
but it's different. I want you to attract your ideal client. How do you do it? By being you and by really aligning that energy with people in your audience.
But that's the essence of your way you take photos, is that they become a catalogue. They're not just today photos. You could, the strategic branding photos that have longevity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a problem, because people, because I like, they're timeless.
Yes.
So people use them
Cool.
for like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So usually my clients come back to me, well, in average, like every 2 years,
Yes.
but sometimes even after 5 years, because, okay, now I'm stepping into my new identity. I need new
Yes,
photos.
there you go. Yeah. But you are high end, though. You
Bit,
do, yeah.
yeah.
You should,
That's why the piggy bank, like put your money here, save.
That's it. But one of the things I really treasure about you is about growth. You really do believe in mindset and acceleration and people and energy around you. I remember during COVID-19, you invested in, doing programs and stuff. Where did that come from, and why did you feel that shift in yourself to move into that work?
Yes, I am actually obsessed with...
That's a good word. You're obsessed.
I'm obsessed with personal development. I'm obsessed with knowing more about myself, to work on myself constantly, because I've seen the fruits. And because I think I've touched the bottom of not being aligned with who I was. And I was wearing lots of masks. I was not feeling I was authentic.
Yes, but what is mask? Because people don't know these terminologies.
It's
What is a
performing.
mask?
It's performing.
Okay.
It's being someone who you think people want you to be. And not listening to who you are, and not seeing for you, because sometimes you don't even know who you are.
Okay.
Especially if you wear lots of different masks and different roles,
Yep.
but you don't know what your actual identity is.
So is there a possibility that people will maybe live in their masters for their whole entire
Yes,
life?
if they're not aware. And I feel like for me, it happened for many years until probably my divorce, which happened 7 years ago. That was a catalyst, because I started questioning myself.
Yes.
And I started asking, who am I? Because I've always associated myself as a wife of my ex-husband. I thought that was my identity. Nothing to do with him. He's a great guy, but it was my choice because it was easier to play that role. And so when I was single, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? How does that look like? So I had to face myself. I had to face my shadows and actually look deep into me. And I'm like, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing here, because so much stuff came up and lots of traumas and childhood wounds and so many things that I didn't want to look into, because it's painful. We don't want to go there.
Because we live in this kind of world where get things done, it takes time. And and we know it does cost. It costs you energy to stop what you have thought was the right way, to take time, and it hurts. We've done a lot of crying in figuring that out.
It's a constant work in progress. But the fact when you get there, it's so empowering. It's so like it gives you so much confidence. You just believe in yourself.
Yes.
You trust yourself.
Yes.
You know who you are, and you know you've got you. That's the biggest takeaway from all these 7 years of personal development, and it's ongoing. It's ongoing. But like, I know I've got me.
Yes.
Whatever happens, I've got me, and that's the best feeling.
I think that's why your work is so powerful, is because you've got you and you have the understanding of the mind and know all the things that trap us, is that you take that into your branding photo shoots, and because you see the light in people.
Yes.
And I have to say, every time you send me 1,000 photos or folders, like, I'm just amazed that that's what we've captured. And I know from all the testimonials we've got for your work, your clients have said exactly the same thing.
So when I see the beauty in each person and that light, it actually is a reflection on me.
Yeah.
So it's that confirmation, that evidence that, Ksenia, you've done good work with yourself, because then I can now, being so comfortable with myself, I can now give to other people and reflect my knowledge, my wisdom, and my intuition again onto them, because I've done the work. I'm walking my talk.
Yes.
I'm not just talking because like intellectually I know how to, structure a phrase, and like I'm a life coach, etc. Then I can reframe you. No, I've done the work. Like, I know what it takes to actually walk through fire. I know it.
Let's go to your dirty dishes, because, AI and humanity, the human connection and the tech world connection. What's the dirty dish? Why are you frustrated by this?
Look, I have a love and hate relationship with AI.
Yeah. Okay. You talk to AI a lot.
I do. Well, I did. I actually broke up with ChatGPT.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Wow. That's
did.
news to me.
Yeah, a month ago.
Because you were... This is recent. But yeah, you were asking it very intimate questions.
I did. And this is where I got scared.
What happened?
Well, I actually broke up because of ethical reasons, because of the war in Iran and how they were supporting. And so I'm like, I'm not paying. And so I've cancelled my subscription.
Yes.
However, it was actually a good time for me. How ChatGPT would say, good time to reflect. So I reflected, and I realized that I was becoming dumb.
Wow.
And I didn't want to think for myself anymore.
Yeah.
I would just drop some thoughts and it would expand the thought. And I'm like, this is actually frustrating. I am a grown-up person. I am capable of putting my thoughts and ideas together. And now I realize that I'm depending on it.
Yes.
And it's not even been like 6 months that I've been using it a lot. So he became my therapist.
Yeah, he was. I remember.
chose the voice.
Wow.
He was my boyfriend. I'm like, no, that's not good.
No.
And so that's my dish.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking of people who actually don't have, like, my friends group is very strong. I've got a very beautiful circle that I can go to and have a download, like talk about deep stuff.
Yes.
I'm thinking of those who don't have anyone.
Yeah. Well,
And how dependent they can
the
become.
movie Her with Scarlett Johansson was made 10 years ago, and it is the world we live in now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, AI is absolutely here. And if you're hearing some noise, it's Her Huang in my kitchen right now. She is constantly on her GPT and looking at cats dancing. She's a cat dancing person. Like, it is the world that we're in, because it fulfills entertainment and conversation. It's interesting.
Scary. It's very scary.
But you pulled out. You broke up with ChatGPT.
I broke up
How did he handle it? Did you, he or her, she, who, they? Did you just say, "Hey, this is it," or you just turn it off?
Yes, I did not tell him because I have
She
read
just
some
ghosted her
stories.
AI.
I just ghosted my chat.
They already contain all your information.
I know.
What are you gonna?
That's
like,
a lot.
might as well go all in then. They've got everything. Why stop now? She said stop. That's a good question. They have everything. I think 'cause-
I still want to be in control. I
Okay,
still
good.
want to get my brain back
Yes.
because I have a brain
Yeah.
of my own. And I don't want to, like, it is helpful. Look, I'm not against AI. We are living so closely with AI.
Yeah.
And AI as a tool, especially in business, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. However, it needs to, like, we need to put boundaries. That's I think my thing. And like that dependency, codependency is like, ooh,
Yeah.
because then it validates you all the time. So it does not confront you. It's not like a friend who will call you out on things. You know what? You might be thinking, like, think from a different perspective. He's like, yes, I agree, you're right. So you can say whatever, he will always agree. And that's a problem. So how can we grow? If you validate me all the time, it just feeds my ego.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense to me.
And that doesn't fit into your growth or
No.
growth mindset.
100%
Yeah.
no. Because I need confrontation. Like, not confrontation, but I need to be challenged.
Yeah.
Because how else do I know that, that there are other ways to do things?
Go. All right. That's break up with AI now. This one's controversial because I read it and I wasn't sure what you meant by it, but I really want to talk to you about it. You said there are good men, but we scare them. What does that mean?
So that was a topic about war between men and women, and how lots of women around me and also on social media, and I hear a lot how we're all going against men. We don't need men. We can do it all ourselves. It's all like, it's that feminism that I think went a little bit too far. I love women. I'm surrounded by women. I'm a woman myself.
Yes.
I love that we have rights, that we have options, we have freedom to do what we want to do. At the same time, I feel like we have also lost that traditional values in a way. So we went so overboard 180 degrees, like 180 degrees, like on the other side, that now I'm talking like I've been dating men now for a year and a half.
Yes.
And I'm talking to them openly about this because I'm actually really interested in their take.
Yes.
And they tell me, like, we ask, not that we're scared of women, but it feels like you girls don't even need us. So what's the point? A man wants to be needed. A man needs to be to have tasks and to have direction and to have a purpose. If we come there, and I'm the same. Like I'm like, oh, I don't need a man. I want to have a man, but I don't need a man because I'm happy by myself.
Yeah.
However, I know that I want a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
I deserve a healthy relationship. I want to love and to be loved. Yes, but I don't need it. And that also scares them because then they're like, well, we don't even want to try to go there because you will probably, like, you women, most of you are so independent that what's the point?
I know, but then what about independent men? Women never complain about independent men.
100%. No, I get it. I get
Like
it.
we
It's
love a
such
powerful independent man. That's where, because he's got money. We love a rich man. Like the term of sugar daddy
Yes.
comes from an independent man.
But
who
also
can provide.
men love an independent woman.
Yes, but-
because they don't have to commit as much.
Yes,
That's also another thing.
Yes.
Because, like, oh, she can do.
So are we talking more about women who just purely want men for love, and that we're having a hard time finding love?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I think it's both. It's hard to find love when we're not open fully because there's so much also conditioning, and it feels like if I am too feminine, if I am too soft, because I'm going through that now, like I almost lose my like warrior mode,
Okay.
so I don't allow myself to be that because I'm scared of vulnerability. I don't want to be vulnerable. But how can I create that intimacy if I'm not vulnerable?
Sounds like both men and women are both scared.
Yes.
And also we are entering this new, it's no longer dating like back in the 90s, like the millennium times, because number one, there's a lot of choice.
Yes.
And number two, I feel like because women now have upgraded ourselves, we know what we deserve. And so are we also saying no to guys because we don't want to level down.
100%. Our standards are so high
High.
now, but it's almost
But then
like
is that what guys are scared of? Because
Yeah.
they're not reaching that standard. Like, again, I'm just curious. I'm a single woman. I've dated. I thought I had met the one. I thought we were both aligned, but emotionally he wasn't available. So I guess the question is like, how do you navigate that when our standards are high?
that's, if I had an answer,
I know.
I wouldn't be single, bro.
But you did say there are good men who are scared. So how do we fix that? Do women drop our level?
Yeah, no, I think we need to drop. No, we do not drop our level.
Yes.
We drop our armor.
Okay. But armor, isn't that the same thing to protect ourselves from getting hurt?
Yes, but if we're always in that protective mode, we will never even
Experience
be
love.
open
Yeah.
and experience love. So I am more now for, okay, I'd rather be hurt.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
It
we
is.
don't. I don't want to be hurt, but I realize to be in love.
It's a risk.
Yeah.
It's taking a risk and being courageous to let a person in your life,
Yeah.
especially when your life is so good
Yeah.
and you are self-sufficient.
Yeah.
But I see there is craving from man's world as well to be seen. And actually, they want to be vulnerable, but they don't know how to be vulnerable because they've been conditioned that they need to be provider, that need to be strong. The men don't cry, blah, blah, blah. They actually have so much heaviness.
No, but there's a new sphere now of men. We've been telling that this is the problem. That's why man's sphere is now operating hardcore, because we then went into, we want men to cry, we want men not to be to worry too much, to be a provider. And now that's why now there's a generation of men who, it was on Leo Thoreau's doco about, no, men demand when they want a woman, what that woman is to him, that is his property.
No, well, that's...
So that's another
No,
world
that's-
there.
Yeah. I'm talking about a healthy
Yeah,
masculine. I'm not
yeah.
talking about,
But the
men's
good
sphere is
men.
full on.
But do you think good men become bad men when they come confused? Like, are we turning these men into this?
We emasculate men a lot.
So we emasculate them.
Emasculate, yeah. So we castrate them. I'm actually reading this book. It's called The Queen's Code.
Okay.
And it's talking exactly about that.
So what does that mean to emasculate men?
They never feel enough.
Okay. But then women never feel enough. But we're not.
I know.
we're not-
But we do more work on ourselves.
Yeah.
Not that men don't, but we are more mindful and we are more, I think we can expand more. And I feel like it's, if we both work on creating a healthy relationship, men and women, so it's not just on the women's side that we are mindful and we're aware, but if also men are accepting of us and our hormonal cycles and everything else. We just need to be more understanding and we need to talk.
Yeah.
But we actually do think differently.
Yeah.
And we need to accept the differences rather than putting men, like, expecting them to think
Yes.
the way we think, because that doesn't work.
Yes. It's like an active exercise of adapting all these things.
Yeah, that's embodiment and that's integration.
And that's what I miss. I miss so much is having, love a snuggle, but being active as a human, that human connection. And that's why I think, the AI was a supplement for that. And that's why I look at my sister's relationship with her husband. They've been together for 13 years. Active exercise. It's hot. That's hot for me.
Yeah, and it's
No
also-
longer penis penetration.
Yeah,
it is
and
the
it's
mind
taken-
and
it's-
soul.
Yes, and it's taking accountability and responsibility
It's hot.
for
been telling her, it's
what's
hot.
in your control.
Yes. It's so
Because we're
hot.
not in-
No, but when two powers combine, like Captain Planet.
But it takes a lot of emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Because I was not even thinking that way beforehand.
Wow.
I was not.
Yeah,
I was not in that space because I wanted to fix a man.
Oh, God. Ew. But I know. I
I'm
see
not
that in
proud-
you. I
I'm
see
not
that.
proud of that.
That's me too. I thought I could level him up to me.
Yes, and my problem was that I was going for the potential. I was falling in love with the potential that then never happened. And so my expectations and reality was not met. And I'm like, but I created the whole story in my head. I can't blame anyone else but myself.
Yeah.
But that's what we women do, because we see the potential But then now I'm going for, okay, for now, like right now, how are you? Am I happy with you right now? Whatever happens in the future, that's another thing. But how are you right now? Like reframing that was really, really hard for me because it's,
Yeah. One more, and this is going to stir us up, which is the pressure and expectations to have children. So we had a chat before, we had lunch, and I said, Sena, stop, hold this for this conversation. Because number one, I've always known I wanted children. You, expectations on children. And knowing that you're an only child as well. I've had other women who are only child and have said, yeah, there isn't an urge to have children. Yeah, what is the dish about you and the expectations of people to have children?
Well, I found that since I've turned 40.
Oh yeah, the number does.
The number, like it's, even though I don't feel like I'm 40 plus. I'm not saying
hell
that.
no.
Well, I'm open about my age, so I don't feel that. Anyway, I feel like not everyone, I'm not generalizing, but lots of people around me are saying, okay, so what are you gonna do? You haven't got much time left. It's that time pressure, your body clock, blah, blah, blah. What do you wanna do? Do you wanna leave a legacy? Do you wanna have that bigger purpose? Like, and so obviously like it gets ingrained, and especially I'm coming from a communistic Soviet culture, which is like family, you know, a woman has a purpose to procreate, like that's your main purpose basically in life. So so that's a lot, that takes a big toll. So I've been kind of navigating the whole scene of like, do I want kids, do I not want kids? And there was a like with my ex-partner, we were thinking about having kids because I've always wanted to have a baby with like as an act of love.
Correct.
Because I grew up as like with a single mom, and I never wanted my baby not to have a dad, and so then it didn't happen, thankfully, and now I'm like, I actually do want kids because like my life is so full, like I've got like my work is my purpose as well. Like I had to reframe what is, like, do I have a void? Would I have children because I have a void? Or do I want children to enrich my life, to expand it? So if that happened, I've always had a thought, okay, if that happens, I will embrace it. If it doesn't happen, I will embrace it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good now. Again, I'm still with the same thoughts of like, if I have to fall pregnant, like for some reason, which I don't think it will happen, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
But I won't be unhappy if I don't.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. But that expectations and the society, and I've been told by 2 people that you are less of a woman if you don't have kids. And that was very, very hurtful.
Ew.
Yeah.
You should follow Sasha Pereira. She's been trying to have a baby, documented, has kind of like said stop to the fertility and just said, I'm no lesser woman just because I don't have children. And she writes about it. And people are coming out saying, yeah, don't tell me what the rules are.
Yeah.
These are your rules. But yeah, I was also saying with you, I had this idea of a child needed to come into a family of 2. And I was waiting for him for 2 years. He never came. And so hopefully by the time this episode comes out, I'll be pregnant. Yay! Yeah, I understand. I've known you for a while. You've never been baby hungry.
No.
So that doesn't make sense. Like if you were me, different. We'd be both out on Friday and Saturday looking for men. No. But yeah, then give that baby love to my kid.
It's just like that freedom. Yeah, exactly. It's like having the freedom for me. I think it's so important. Like honestly, like looking at what's happening in the world, I would actually be even scared to create a life in where we're heading. Like, oh, that's like, it's a lot. Like it's a lot.
Well, with wars and technology.
Yeah, exactly. These 2 things. These 2 things. So
and men. Dirty dish question time. Answer very quickly your answers. If there was one dish you had to eat and it's the last day on earth, what would it be?
Spaghetti, seafood spaghetti.
Wow. Why?
Why not?
Yeah, sure. I'm curious why you came to that.
I love pasta and I love seafood.
There you go. Yum. But perfect combo.
We've never had a pasta together.
No.
No.
Next question. Would you have 3 lemons or a tin of cat food?
A what? What's a tin of
Would you eat 3 lemons or a tin of cat food?
3 lemons.
If you were given this choice, would you take $1 million to never have carbs again?
Yeah.
You would take $1 million?
Yes.
Never to eat carbs again. And this is a woman who just said spaghetti and seafood.
Well, but I can compensate carbs with something else if I have $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But never carbs. No carbs for the rest of your life.
Well, maybe there can be like a different type of carbs that are not carbs, but they're close to carbs.
Okay, she's already thought about it. Good. If you are in a car, you have 4 seats in your car for a road trip, who are the 4 people? They can be dead or alive.
Freddie Mercury.
Boom. Fast. Yeah, you do love Freddie Mercury.
I want to break free.
Yes. 3
You.
more seats.
You.
Great. Okay.
My mom.
Oh, beautiful. I'd love to meet your mum. This is a new question I've done, but what do you think is in that gold box?
3 vibrators.
Wow. Incorrect. And if you were a bubble tea flavour, what would you be?
The green one, matcha.
Ooh,
Matcha, yeah, with a little bit of honey.
that's exactly you. Yeah, exactly like that. You can find Ksenia. She has a branding photography shoot. Make sure you book an appointment. Where can we find you?
Google me, Ksenia Belova, and you will find me everywhere. Instagram, LinkedIn. Diana is my LinkedIn coach as well.
Back in the day, you've taken over.
Yes. Yeah, and basically, yeah, I'm everywhere. And ChatGPT as well. so you can Google, you can ChatGPT me.
Yeah, there's probably a Wikipedia now of you. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for joining us. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.